still considered a powerful option here. And yeah, I think that goes back to the Harding carapace and it being a little bit strong perhaps. But for now, going to still be that option. First pick in this case, Ophelia the Response for ECX. So, I mean, we already mentioned Lord Self-Force and Parasite bands. You even got the Warbeast in there. So, yeah, pretty heavy jungle bands here. At least potential.
Well, yeah. I mean, both teams, Tankafet and Select, they're arguably the best two junglers in the game.
Yeah. Helps with that for sure. So, Sync's now thinking a lot of time for this second pick. Already down to 50 seconds here of extra time. Where do they want to go?
Okay. I am curious about the Mint versus Complexity game, though. I want to know the results of that.
Yeah, we'll definitely keep an eye on that one. Yeah, no, it just so happened that, especially with reschedules and stuff, that's these are the two series that are happening at the same time here today. And today ended up being a fantastic day for Hunt.
I think it was due to the schedules being released so late.
Yeah.
It was awkward. Like one day before the tournament, the schedules were released, which makes it difficult for people who don't know if they can plan something like a week in advance. If that gets streamlined, then I'm sure there won't be as many reschedules.
Well, after the break and everything, but yeah, that's just how it worked out. So, but yeah, we got this one here of Pebbles now in the second spot after all that time thinking about it. That's what they end up with here. I want to get Mickey his hero. In case you haven't heard yet, if you're coming late or whatever, Mickey is back with Sync for now. He officially came back at the end of last cycle, in fact, so helped them win the first cycle of Haunt Tour Season 4 here. So it's good to have him back on the scene. Aluna is going to be the response here for ECX. Matthias, another one of these players that is quote-unquote back here, of course, too. So. But Aluna once again making an appearance. These teams they're using a bit of time. I mean, on these even just the first couple of picks. So it's going to have to be somewhat of a faster finish here.
Yeah, they're. I mean, you could call it a game of chess in the end, right?
Yeah. The drafting stage, absolutely.
Yeah, even the game itself. I mean, why not? You move one hero somewhere to get resources or whatever. That's a chess move. You decide to have someone wait, you know, it's just a very complicated and very emotionally invested game of chess.
it's a little bit of a stretch, I think, but I mean the ultimate, yes, the chess, it's like kind of the ground, the base of a lot of these combat, you know, the team versus team games, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Controlling these pieces like an RTS would be. I think an RTS probably has a little bit more of a comparison to chess, but
yeah, you probably don't need mechanical skill for chess.
well,
like a lot of people win on macro rather than micro in those RTS games.
Yeah,
just being better at controlling your base and, you know, keeping all of that completely efficient, because then it doesn't matter if you just facepalm into a giant army of things when your army is just a lot bigger.
Exactly. Yeah, that's definitely a different breed over there. Game for sure. So,
like if you see if you see the camera controlled by the players in RTSs, it's ridiculous.
Oh, it's insane.
I don't even want to get started on it. Like you see the StarCraft players, I find it fantastic to watch.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on, but I find it fantastic to watch. It's been so long since I was playing that, but
yeah,
always fun to watch it, I think.
I agree. It's been a while myself since I watched that scene over there, but definitely a lot of good history from it.
Yeah.
This game here. Go ahead.
What RTSs did you play as a kid? Because I mean,
well,
you must have been around Age of Empires and stuff.
What are you saying? I'm old or something?
What? No.
Jesus.
No, but
I
played Age
I
of
honestly
Empires.
wasn't much of an RTS player. Like I of course played StarCraft, Warcraft 3. In fact, you know, that's where I'm here in the first place. But yeah, no, I wasn't like heavily RTS player. I was more an FPS and especially so.
Ew, FPSs.
Kind of just developed into more of this side of things, and you know, obviously here I am today. So
Warcraft 3 was like the stepping stone to so many games. It's insane. Like even what's that game called? The Blood something Arena.
Bloodborne Champions,
Yeah,
Bloodline Champions.
Bloodline Champions.
Yeah,
That's like Prophets on another level. You know, it's Warlock in
yeah.
the end.
It's
It's fun.
actually a true MOBA, I think. It's an actual battle
That's
like multi like
yeah,
online battle arena. So yeah, I know a lot of
Yeah,
people.
this is more like this is just an action RTS.
That's a discussion of itself, for sure.
Anyway, so engineer pickup from Sync. They've been doing it a lot recently, haven't they?
I think so. Yeah, I've been seeing some mind traps coming out and stuff. So
Serenia is actually maxing the mines, so
yep,
somebody's listening.
somebody knows what they're doing. Oh my God, it has happened.
We were just saying yesterday about how this hero is useless.
Somebody picked up a Keeper of the Forest. Okay, so here we go. We get to see the new Keeper for the first time. Hey,
Ever.
I mean, the fact that Zlapt is playing it, I think it honestly makes it a little better. In such a big match, too. So clearly, like,
Clearly, they had something up their sleeve, and now they're
yeah,
only showing it. I
this
like
is
it.
something.
I
All
kind I
right.
like I kind of like it though.
I
I
love it. I mean, the fact we get to see it is just awesome. So,
Yeah,
do,
that,
do you
but
like it for okay, how it fits is what you're saying?
just a team fight.
Yeah.
Like engineer, keeper, pebbles. You're given so much space by that keeper ulti. Because no matter what, you're gonna catch 3 or 4 people in it every time. It might be that the Sandwraith is the only one not in it because he's choosing not to jump in.
Hmm.
There are, of course, ways to counter it. But Matthias could very much get a shrunken, and so could Zane. But that's all really quite later on. I really like the Legion team.
How about ECX, by the way? Final pick Sanderaith, especially for Imba Boy. That I also find shocking. The fact that that happened.
But to be honest, Ricky, how difficult is a Sandwraith to play?
It's not. But I mean, that's not my point, though. I mean, it's just
Yeah,
how they
okay.
get
It's
it
the fact
here.
that he's playing it.
Yeah, it's just he's playing it a lot lately, more so is the thing. And then obviously in general, it's considered very strong. The new mock and everything. So, but clearly they weren't too concerned about it. They had a lot of opportunities to ban it out, but they let
Yeah,
it go through.
and I mean, I guess they're just not worried about it. It's like
Yeah.
they feel that they've got the team for it. I honestly think Engineer is fantastic versus Sandwith because you can just pop the ultimate and you won't get one-shotted ever because Sandwith is going to be silenced and slowed and everything if he jumps in on Engineer.
Okay, so we got to go back to this keeper though. Okay, so what would you say keeper is now? Is he kind of a semi carry with that News Nature Sentinel, the W of his, and the Entmoot? I mean, is that how he? Because he's obviously not the mass pusher that he was before.
No, but
So
honestly, it's so difficult to judge it because Nature Sentinel.
I mean, I think that's the idea with that ability. It's supposed to give
I,
him
s-
that presence of
yeah,
being a
I
semi
still
carry.
think Arresto is so fantastic on him. Just have your ulti, like the moment that Zlap or the moment Keeper of the Forest changes to become more of a like his ultimate changes to get him stronger in a different sense. Be that threat in terms of auto attack damage at the root really becomes something else, like something that makes him either more mobile or just makes him deal more damage, then he can be considered a semi-carry, and he can just jungle because of the Entmoot ability. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this though.
I'm
I,
at yeah. We're gonna keep a close eye on him for sure. Like, because I'm also really intrigued to see his skill build here in the jungle and how he goes about it. What he levels up. He goes to level 1 Entmoot. I don't think that's a surprise by any means because you're gonna need that. But from here on out, will he max out the Nature's Sentinel? Will he get more levels into the Q even? The Nature's Veil want to play more of an aggressive ganker perhaps? I mean, I don't know, but
I think you'll farm fastest with with a stronger W, and that's what he's going to go for. Pebbles gets sucked in mid, by the way.
a little bit of back and forth. Not enough for the kill, but Also, top lane might has taken some heavy harassment, but yeah, as always with the hook heroes in the middle matchup, get that hook, can definitely get some kills out of it. So
Tankfed is coming around again for Zibe though. He might be in some trouble.
there goes Ophelia waiting for the elemental warp. Good patience. It just goes out with the skeleton net though. Samurai chasing, expecting the port of course.
Oh, there we go.
And Imba Boy gets credit for the bloodlust on top of it all. Not the start you need if you're sync here.
No.
At all.
I want to just keep watching his lap though.
I know that's
it's so much more fun.
You can. I'm the cameraman. I gotta change it up a little bit here, but yeah, no. If this was me just kind of spectating this guy, I would just have it on him the whole time for sure. Because
okay,
yeah,
he is. Is he maxing his W or his E? Let's see.
Yeah, there we go. W.
Yep. Two limbs. Because I mean, it does scale off his auto attack damage now.
Yeah. Hey, look
Just
at that.
you know,
Crushing Claw first, so open a little
why
bit.
doesn't he just get 6 Doombringers and, well, 5 Doombringers and a PK, and then he just puts his Nature Sentinel next to people, and then it's like boom, boom, boom.
Well, because it dies really easily too. That's I think
Yeah.
the big downside of it. Oh, Pebbles by the way, middle lane. This time he gets hooked into a worse spot. However, the Kex ton was huge. Oh my God, the
Oh my
regen!
God.
Just enough. Here comes the Skeleton King. It finally will be enough, but holy crap, they had to use everything plus more to get that kill. I mean,
Yeah, I was surprised he lived as long as he did, but
Yeah.
really owned me, just making it work.
so close.
Hackstream's been actually using the Q so much,
To
the
harass
web
him.
shot, that he's almost out of mana.
Wow, yeah, that's impressive to see that. Yeah, he doesn't even have Hardened Carapace, actually. He's just simply...
My main issue with Keeper Woods is that his limbs or his tree thing, it doesn't really tank very effectively. Like if it could draw aggro,
Yeah, I agree
then it
with
would
you
be
there. Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah, you see right here, like, yeah, he's taking some damage himself. Middle lane, by the way, again. You see Engineer and a Luna, they're going at it with the others there. Engineer's going to fall first. Pebbles now in a bad
Tankafed
spot.
is
The net.
everywhere.
Tankafed happened to be here once again, and again, it's going to be a kill on Pebbles. Oh my God. it
Oh
barely
wow, the
lives.
skeleton with the last hit again.
Yep, Tankafed credit for it. So Tankafed, talk about a hell of a start for him. 2-0-1 here. That was a first pick Ophelia, remember? So, and it is working for ECX here.
Yeah, I mean, it is quite. I think it's what's it called? It's a signature hero for Tankafed, for sure. I mean, he's one of the players who just really has it down
yeah.
on that hero.
Yeah, I think you can call it that. That and Parasite, I definitely see him
Yeah.
as that player. Top lane, Sandwraith, he's diving, he gets the kill. Look, I mean, he just knows his limits. Imba Boy's, again, played it so much. He ends up chasing
But the fact
down
that he's
Zibe.
able to get a kill on a Midas. Oh, he does have the haste rune actually.
Did he have a haste? Okay, I just thought he was fast from the... Because it's cursed.
Yeah, there
That
was
makes
no
more
way he
sense.
was gonna get the kill without it, I think.
Okay.
But I gotta say, what we were talking about this game of chess, Prisoner counters Pebbles in dual mid.
Yeah, the physical.
Yeah, a lot of players argue that when you have
I was going to
that's
say,
the sense of
Samraith
ultimate
ported back, he
bottom.
got his bottle charges, and then, yeah, because he hit level 6, and that's exactly the strategy. He does this, again, this is so routine. It's just like the Clanks before. The Samraith is the new Clanks for them. They've just done this so many times, and they just do it again here. This execution's very on point to start here for ECX.
It was also
Specifically
just
Imba Boy.
that an Arachna, what can she do once he gets stunned? There's nothing that he can use to get rid of Sandwraith's slow, unless he gets Hardened Carapace, which, you know, he decided not to skill.
Yeah, I'll pass it up.
Zlapt is level 6 now, so I really want him to start using that ulti to gank.
Yeah.
I'm confused about the Chalice, though. Like, Nature's Sentinel costs 40 mana to use.
That is a curious choice. Yeah, we saw the Crushing Claw. I think it's almost like he just wanted the Crushing Claw for assisted damage, and then it just like builds into that nicely. But then I guess you can argue why not the Astrolabe at that point. So maybe
Yeah,
not
exactly.
that. So yeah, I agree with you definitely. I mean, once he gets the Q, the Nature's Veil, then you know there's a little bit more warrant for it. But
Bottom lane.
bottom Arachna. Oh my God, he goes down. Lodestone gets credit for the kill. The Spider Sting's out. It's not going to be enough, I don't think. No.
Yeah. Well played from
Close.
Zane. That little buff boost he got from having Sandwraith gank for him just made this all the more easy.
See,
Oh, mid lane, Mickey missing the
yeah,
sun, and
he
he's gonna
missed
get
it.
hooked.
That's huge. Prison Break comes out. He says, "Get off me." It will be successful. Chucks it into the Keeper of the Forest route, actually. Pebbles goes back in. He is going to die right there. Prisoner goes down as well, though. Not too sure about Pebbles going back in. I mean, he really helped his team over enough right there, but
Top lane.
he ends up dying as a result of his 1-for-1. Top lane, Sandwraith this time, again, knowing his limits, did not want to dive and decides it's best to turn around and keep Midas alive, but
10 seconds,
dangerous.
though, for ulti.
Oh, yeah.
Is he going to go for this? And Midas isn't going back.
Oh, no. Midas is probably dead here if he goes for it. Yeah, because he's going after the
Come
trees.
on, Imbaboy.
It's not even
Take
near a
the
tower. Oh, there he
There we
goes!
go. And he perfectly timed it as well.
The illusion. Oh, he went bottom. Okay, that's fine.
It was so close,
I
though.
mean, he kills bottom at least, but yeah, I thought for sure.
Imagine he had a double tap there.
Yeah.
And the perfect timing as well. Midas uses the elemental warp, and then the illusion comes in. I was like, what?
Yeah.
How?
Perfect. But no, he wanted the Arachna, and obviously the opposition carry is a little higher
Oh,
priority.
mid lane. Man owned me on those hooks.
He really is, isn't he? Pebbles is
Oh,
in
but the
trouble,
turn-
but the turn potential with Midas being here now. They take out Sandwraith finally. Down goes Pebbles in the end. As Prisoner's trying to run away, but now Engineer also in a bad spot. He too is going to go down. Here comes Arachna though. Spider Sting is out. Looks like onto Ophelia. She pops you Ophelia's touch. They do kill the Spider, actually doing a good job with the creeps right there to make sure to take it out ASAP. He does go down in the end though, and the chase continues. Midas now going
He's
for
got the
a
combo.
Luna.
There we go.
Does have a transmute. You see the minions here of Ophelia. Not going to be enough though, I don't think. Luna's still alive, actually, some way, somehow. You see the Nature Sentinel going down.
Elemental warp is also up.
At a
He
range.
is going to miss it.
Oh my god, is he actually going to live? Near somehow surviving. And now Midas, he went so far. He's in trouble now. Sandwraith chasing him back. Arachna being here will keep him alive. But wow,
Slap.
Nier actually lives.
If his Lapt had stuck around, they could have even gotten the turn there. With the root being up now. But they might use it for mid. Even to get a single kill on Prisoner would be huge right now.
Get back here.
Absolutely. You see him pulling creeps right there just to farm a little bit in the meantime. But
Oh,
Engineer middle,
Cernia.
uh-oh. He is going to be spotted. He does not have his ultimate yet. He does have a keg and a turret. He is
Sure,
just
it's
gonna
doing a
run,
lot of work
though.
there. Yeah, they weren't confident enough. There are 4 people mid for the Legion side. So, man, Slapped. What are you getting?
I think, yeah, this is kind of a, not that this is what he's been doing. I mean, he has actually been kind of active, but I don't know. I guess what I was getting is it feels like you almost want to farm a lot more on Keeper of the Forest rather than be maybe, you know, with the previous Keeper, you get that level 6 especially, you get the minions, maybe level 7, and then start pushing towers, and
Luna?
you have the obvious job right there. Luna is going to get spotted out over here. Keeper does have the Nature Sentinel, just putting that down, assist for the kill. Ophelia, not much he can do.
Oh, he wanted to root, though. That was, I think, a free kill if they decided to use it.
It lands it. Just a little too far, though. But yeah, I guess this new Keeper, it's just more of the idea that you just be aggressive, you gank with it.
And I mean, to be honest, Nature's Sentinel is not doing a bad job of pushing.
Oh, no, yeah, you're right. You see right here, it's actually doing some decent damage to the tower.
I mean, if Slap chooses to go for the semi-carry, go for like an Elder Parasite into a Shield Breaker into a Shrunken, he is going to hit incredibly hard. And so is that Nature's Sentinel.
Yeah, this start for Evil Corporation was just looking like it could have snowballed completely out of control.
Oh, but talking about Keeper, he has his Invis.
Dust, do they have anything? They might not even need it. No, they definitely don't. Shackle, you see the hook right there. And they do make the
He's
catch.
going to use the root there, but that was iffy.
Very hopeful.
Very hopeful. And a bit silly, seeing as the cooldown of that ability is far longer than his death timer.
Yep, so he goes down right here, and did get the Steam Boots, of course, finished before that. So yeah, that's definitely curious, though, where he kind of develops from
Mickey.
there.
Mickey wants to go on a Luna.
He's got a free chance. Double damage rune, that'll guarantee it.
Good patience from him.
Bottom lane in the meantime, we do see Prisoner trying to survive. That's not going to happen, though. Inevitably will fall. 4 players actually end up being here. Keeper even getting there late, so really they had the idea to gank Prisoner. As I mean, we're getting plenty of action this game. 18 hero kills between the two. We're only 11 and a half minutes in. Sandwraith, is he going somewhere? Yep, he's going the middle lane. They're trying to take out Pebbles. Shadowstorm already used. Going off right there, Pebbles.
And the power
throw
throw.
actually comes through. and snipes him. So I just love the pace of this game, though. It's just so many kills happening
Yeah.
left and right here.
I do have the feeling that Hellborn is going to take an edge when it comes to the Astrolabe that's going to be picked up from Ophelia, unless Keeper is thinking the same thing and going for it. But I'm not sure he's going to do it.
No. We see Midas, he did get that, what is it even called? The refreshing ornament, so it's going to be that. Yeah, again, with this new Keeper, it just doesn't feel like that's the idea anymore, right? Like, even though he can push with that Nature Sentinel, it's just, you really want to enhance that much more. So getting a little more damage focus, perhaps, more strength focus.
Well, I think just straight up damage is the way to go.
Really?
Because it's, like, strength is great, like, of course, but whenever something scales off of attack damage, you just want to spam as much damage as you can. Like, the same thing, I think, goes for Nomad, with it not being base damage on his crit, rather than, it's just attack damage. The more attack damage you have, the more you crit. And so if you can, like, is a mock the worst idea? I'm not even joking.
Something. No, I chuckle a little bit, but you're right. That could be interesting. Immoboy, speaking of mock, by the way, he gets picked off there.
Speaking of mock.
Yeah.
No, there is no other build for Sandwraith anymore. Only mock. It's just so good too good to pass up. But think about it. I mean, he can farm decent. He's farming the hard camp right now and just going over to set up for mid. He does have the root and everything, so there we go.
Oh, wanted the Luna too. They got Ophelia, but look at that. The root not lasting nearly long enough. It is only level 1. It's only a couple seconds. And Ophelia is able to skirt on out of there. You see the Skeleton Kings. They're going to easily
But they
keep him
do defend the tower. And, like, Sync is now ahead for the first time in this game.
They are. This gold chart's really something, too. I mean, look at that on the Legion side especially.
Isn't that just so typical for Sync, though?
Yeah, they just split that farm and all do pretty damn well in the end. I mean, even NG had 200 GPM, not too shabby to have here. I mean, ECX is pretty similar, to be fair. It just happens to be Sandwraith is also the top farm in the game, but Ophelia, Prisoner, and Lodestone are actually all doing pretty well, too. The portal key timings are going to start coming out here now for both sides, in fact. Lodestone just got his, so he's the first one to get it. That pickup there, but Keeper goes portal key. You know, with the way he was saving up gold, I actually was thinking that it was very likely possibility, but no, he does go PK instead.
It would have been fun, at least.
Yeah.
But the portal key, I'm not so sure about it. Like, he's going to be using it for the root, of course, but that only works if they get the initiation. And with Pebbles already initiating, well, I guess they can initiate with Keeper because it's just so easy. But the main issue with that is that if Keeper jumps in first, then the ulti is going to be used to cancel Pebbles' PK from Sandwraith, and that's what I'm so afraid of. If, like, the portal key is going to end up being their downfall because they're essentially spending 2250 gold on an item that's going to be cancelled for so long.
Very all-in-ish. Engineer with the energy field going down low, so that's going to be a big Shatterstorm.
Wow.
Hits multiple heroes. Down goes Pebbles in the midst of it. Sandwraith ultimate being used as well. Lodestone, he is falling low, but he's doing plenty already. Midas goes down. In fact, Lodestone lives throughout it, and that's a 3-for-0 exchange in their favor. So, yeah, they did a good job of also avoiding the energy field placement, and that's where Sync at the same time they maybe went a little too far out.
They also should have realized that TankFed has his Astrolabe by now, and as Quincy would say, an Ophelia above 300 GPM has like 100% win or some bullshit like that. And he's 340 GPM.
Yeah, it's still only 15.5 minutes, of course, but yeah, especially if he keeps that up, say about 30 minutes into the game, then that would be damn impressive for sure. So, but yeah, looking very good there. The portal key timing, like I was mentioning earlier too, you got the Mock of Brilliance is now just about had on Sandray. So these very key items are all of a sudden coming out in ECX, and so it was a hell of a fight back here by Sync, and they even gained a little bit of a lead, but after that fight especially, it seems like ECX now back in control of this game. Arachna's presence, it's been minimal. I'll say that too, because yeah, I almost forgot Haxrin, was playing the Arachna here, to be honest, with what else is going on in this game. But gonna need him to definitely step it up. A little bit of interaction here. Luna, she's being ported back, so they're gonna completely ignore her. They want more, but
they want all the creeps.
Yeah, they may kill some at least. Like even Keeper coming in. Ophelia's
But
doing what he can.
prisoner
But,
invis.
oh my god, yeah, he's gonna pull them in. Actually, that's gonna be a huge prison break. Oh, it's not up though. It's not actually up, but a Shatterstorm will take care of business. They kill one at least. In Keeper, Sandwraith porting in as well. They get edgy. They get minus. The bait is real from ECX. Town go 4. They kill Prisoner and Lowstone, so 4 for 2. But obviously, again, in favor of ECX here. And yeah, Pebbles will be fine. But yeah, that bait, it was playing out a while there, and it finally worked for ECX. They chased a little too far.
It was just so perfect that they had the invis rune. I think that was really the game changer because it just allowed Owned Me to get into a perfect position.
I know a lot of people would look at, see that it's whenever you go a hero like this, especially a player like Zlap too, it's like, and especially in a huge matchup like this, you know, you better make it work or else this is going to help us determine whether or not Keeper is essentially a competitive viable hero. Is kind of this game. Now, obviously, that's not realistically the case, but I'm just saying perception-wise, kind of feel that's the case. So, win a risk here is the point, picking up the Keeper. And so far, it's kind of behind here early on.
It's, I don't know. I was hoping so much for the Keeper, but the PK, I think, okay, Mikke.
Well, this is, yeah, Sandwraith needs to be a little careful. Look at him dodging right there with that Jesuit's Curse, and now he's going on to Mikke. Going to put some damage. Midas actually gets picked off, too. Pebbles, he is going to eventually be able to portal key away. Engineer will manage to escape as well, so minimal casualties, at least for how deep they dove, especially. But now they're coming back. Shatterstorm actually again going to line up right here. He's going to hit Pebbles. No, the keg stun. It pushed him away, but obviously it doesn't matter. As it is secured, and Angie goes down. How does that even happen? It felt like they actually escaped. But they get chased.
I mean, they're just so in control of this game. They have the active, you know, heroes for it. The Lodestone got pretty damn good farm at bottom, even though he was versus an Arachna. And on top of that, Ophelia is playing out of his mind. 430 gold per minute. Like, that's gonna be sheepstick. For sure, on Ophelia.
Oh yeah, he again, yeah, he really is looking very good. For the Arachna too is, I keep looking back at that. A definite unfortunate concern for Sync. It's 4 deaths here at this point. Obviously, 23 hero kills in total for ECX. So it really is just more that they're playing out of their minds. It feels like, and that's showing here. But yeah, Arachna is going to barely have a shrunken head coming up here with no damage assistance items just yet. That's not going to be the most threatening Arachna here.
Remember what we were talking about yesterday, though? What was going to be the score of these games?
I said 1-1. You said 2-0 ECX. So.
Yeah. So.
You're. I mean, obviously, we're both still
we're
right.
Both under, yeah,
no matter what, I'm right after this first game. So, I got that going for me.
But Slapped is going to go for the Resto Stone, so he's going really the typical old, I'm going to ulti twice in team fights. And I mean, it makes sense, like a double root, 8 seconds of disable.
Does it though? I feel like the why pick up, I don't know. I understand the Keeper ultimate, like that's why, that was a big reason why he picked it up even before, yes, but the push was a massive reason as well, to be fair. And so I feel like picking up Keeper now, it's like, yes, you still get that ultimate. It's still a great ultimate. You can still be it for that initiator. But I don't know, man. The idea that he has that chance to be that semi-carry and not taking advantage of that, it's just, I feel like you're kind of missing out. Yeah, I am. I know. And I'm being biased with it, sure, but...
And Cinco's just let the top tower fall. No Hellborn hero was even there.
No, it just creeps.
Oh, mid lane.
Well, bottom lane too, yeah, all over the place. That's what happens with Sandwraith.
Mikke is invis though. Ooh, is he gonna go for a play? They want to.
Aluna.
Go for the Ophelia, if anything. Come on.
Oh.
Okay, he's gonna portal key out. They're going for the safe option, but really they need to take a risk right now because did he really just pick up Resto?
Sandwraith? Yeah, no, he's been farming like crazy.
Yeah, of course, but did he really just... He picked up the pattern or recipe.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. He still might need the Arcana then.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Oh, wow,
Okay.
really?
Then okay.
That's always
Your laugh.
it's always funny kind of hearing the rage quit. It's like I know that would just happen to be the timing, but it's like, yeah, they're mad. No, but man, ECX they looked good there again here in this first game, and like I was kind of going at though, perception wise, a lot of people are going to sit here and say Keeper of the Forest. What were they thinking? Could that have been a Tempest, a Solstice, any of these other junglers that Slap may play and been the same outcome? Very, very possible, but
Look
it
at the
wasn't.
APM though. Unslapped 252. What was he doing?
Wow. That is
What
high,
was he
jeez.
doing? Anyways,
Yeah,
let's take a look at the other game though. That should still be going on. Mint versus Cole.
well, I mean, this
It's
one's
1-1.
still
Here
happening.
it
You
comes.
know that, right? There's still another game.
Of course, I know there's another game. I just want to check
The
in on this
monitor.
game.
Okay, well, I'm
Yeah,
monitoring it real quickly. Are they in game 2? Because this is only 5 minutes in. It must be game 2. Let's see.
It must be game 2. Was it really a 50-minute CC?
No, it's still. It looks like it's game 1 actually. I think they just started late.
That is kind of really late.
Yeah, it's pretty late.
Yep, it's really late. Is Lapped inviting me? Okay.
So yeah, it's only 6.5 minutes into that one there, but Probus playing his Mage Bane there. You got Formless on Sandwraith. So nothing too crazy about those lineups there that I'm seeing. All right, anyways, we're going to go on the short break, though. We got our game number 2 of Sync versus ECX now going to be coming up, of course. So usually like to jump right back into it. So, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. We should have game number 2 going to be coming up